Hey everyone, Fan here, and today's a very special day. It's the first anniversary of my YouTube channel. I can't believe that a whole year has already passed, and so many videos came out in that time frame. I'm very glad that these videos got a lot of attention and took me to where I am right now, so I want to thank you all very much for supporting my channel throughout 2024 and the first half of 2025. To celebrate, I have a Q&A that sets at about roughly 7 questions, not counting the users who have asked more than one. For those users, I will only answer your best question. Without further ado, let's get into the Q&A. Our first question is from Rolling Creeper. What got you into Mega Man? If I recall correctly, I was around 5 years old, and I sat on my grandpa's lap while playing a random game, and that game so happened to be Mega Man 5, and I really enjoyed my time with it. Throughout the years, my dad and I played games like Mega Man 10, 8, and even X1, and as you may guess, we enjoyed our time with that, especially with Mega Man 8 and X1. Those were our favorites back then. When I got my own PC for the first time, I learned about emulation, which led me to play the NES games plus Mega Man 7 and Mega Man and Bass. It's like I got addicted to this franchise and I stuck with it ever since. Fast forward to the present and I'm doing fan game content and having a blast with other Mega Man games. This next question is from Termina. Can you do a flip? Oh hell yeah I can! Hell yeah! Yeah! Alright. Watch this! Shit! Our next question is from Max. What's your top 3 Mega Man games and why? Well, in short, my favorite Mega Man game is Mega Man 9. Every time I play that game, I feel a blast of enjoyment that comes right at my face. I love how it takes a lot of inspiration from Mega Man 2. It literally goes back to the roots of Mega Man with the same level design, same concepts, and same of everything. The stages are really fun to blitz through, and if you have to take your time, you still get the whole package. The Wily stages are also fantastic. This is definitely a hot take, but I'd argue that they're the best Fortress stages in the series. I love how each stage tests your use of weapons, and even though the bosses could be better, their unique ideas still work out. 9 just feels like a blast from the past to me, and overall an enjoyable experience. My second favorite is X2. I really like how this sequel improves a lot from the first game. For instance, having the dash right from the get-go makes the boss order completely open, unlike X1 where you were kinda forced to go to Chill Penguin first. Sure, the easiest pick is Wire Sponge, which is who most people would go after first, but playing the other stages first can bring new experiences. I also like how unique the weapon roster is in this game. They have very cool functions and can be used in many situations. My main gripe is the X-Hunters. They're interesting villains, but they feel very lacking both gameplay and story-wise. The only cool hunter is Agile, which sucks because all 3 hunters had lots of potential, but it doesn't stop me from enjoying this game all the way. My third favorite is Mega Man GB4. I know most people like 5 a lot more, but to me, GB4 contains a better and more fun experience. Game Boy 4 offers unique challenges and numerous stages, and I really love how they made some levels, particularly from 5, more interesting by adding new gimmicks or finding new uses for existing ones. The new bosses add some interesting stuff to the table. Blade having 2 forms is something that has never really been done with the Mega Man killers, which is really sick. The bridge's ability to copy your weapons is also interesting, and the satellite cannon, well, he's okay. There are some nitpicks I have with this game though. The pacing can feel pretty long, especially mid-game. It can kind of be a drag. The weapons are also a mixed bag. The Mega Man 4 roster isn't horrible, but could have been improved quite a bit. And while the Mega Man 5 roster is fantastic, there are some outliers like Charge Kick and Crystal Eye. It's still an enjoyable experience, but it does have issues. This question is from Demontropolis. How many Kirby games have you played? I know you played a few, but do you plan on continuing future games? Well, I have indeed played some Kirby games. It's mainly Kirby's Dream Land 1, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby Superstar, and Kirby's Dream Land 2. I also remember playing Kirby's Dream Course with you a couple days ago. I wish we could do that a bit more. All of them were really fun, and sometimes I would like to get back into the franchise in the future. I don't know when, but if I have the free time, then I will absolutely consider it. Here's a question from Brian. Next Mega Man game you plan to speedrun? I might have to give some context for some people here. For those who don't know, I speedrun Mega Man 10 and touched a little bit of 9, GB2, and Mega Man 4. Of course, you can't access most of these runs I do now because I deleted them, but I put my recent speedruns on another channel called the Retro Olympics, which I will link down in the description for you all to see. As for the question itself, I might start running Mega Man 2 zipless. I heard it's a really fun category, so I figure I'd give it a shot whether or not it's after hitting my goal of Mega Man 10 80% world record. Here's a question from Rat on a Toilet. What's your top 5 best and worst Robot Master themes? Well, let's start with the best ones. My favorite Robot Master theme is by far Dive Man's. I really love how amped up you can get from something like this. Normally, I would expect some mystery elements along with a slow tempo like Super Mario Bros., but it's quite the opposite here. It's something that I appreciate quite a bit. It's also just great to listen to in general. My second favorite is Plugman's theme. It's electric! It's fast-paced, but man does it fit so well. Especially that middle part straight to the end. Take a listen. I love how there's no hesitation to get loud and hype the player up. And the first part is also really catchy. The way the melody pairs with the beat is so satisfying to listen to. And a personal thing, I love how the Yoku Block sound effect does not get in the way of the song. Number 3 is Acid Man's theme. This song feels deadly and lethal, which is so cool. I also love how this song doesn't hesitate to hype up the player with that middle section just like Plugman's song. Have a listen. To me, this song stands out among the 80-something Robot Master themes just because of its deadly and mysterious tones. My fourth favorite is Blade Man's theme. I love how mystic and ancient it is. A friend of mine even says that the song is trying to tell a story and the theme is emotional, which I personally agree with. I also like how it feels different compared to the other songs on Mega Man 10. Yeah, sure, each song has a different melody, but is it just me, or does Blade Man's theme use a different sound font? And if it does, why does it fit so well? My fifth favorite is Searchman's theme. I really like the high-pitched wheeze and whoas at the beginning of the tune. The melody itself is also pretty catchy, and it feels very casual, which makes sense given how you're exploring a forest. Surprisingly enough, the industrial complex you go into also fits the song quite well. Alright, let's get into the not-so-great songs. My least favorite tune goes to Pumpman. I get we're in a sewer system and the song can match the gross and depressed feel, but to me it's not working. It feels too blue, and even when it hits high at the end, it doesn't really pull me in at all. I completely understand if people like this song, but for a tune like this, it doesn't really vibe with me. Number 2 is Dynamo Man's theme. I appreciate that it feels completely different compared to a normal electric theme, but it's so boring. Like, there's nothing really catching my attention at all. Maybe if the tempo was more fast-paced, I would enjoy it a bit more. But here's another thing. This song literally steals a melody from the intro stage's tune. Take a good listen. Robber! Minus 10 points! My third least favorite is Gutsman. His song is very repetitive and it's not that pleasant to listen to. Maybe if the theme had more melody into it, then it would be a lot better. Number 4 is Elecman for similar reasons. His melody's not awful to listen to, but it's the instruments that are ear-wrenching to me. It feels awful to listen to, and it makes me want to mute the game while I go through such a shitty stage. And number 5 is literally any DOS Robot Master. They have no music, so that's the reason for making it on the list. They might as well be my least favorite, but I'm being generous today. Our last question is from Power Simplified. What's your all-time favorite Maverick boss fight? That's a tough question. I'd have to give it to Magma Dragoon. The X2 bosses aren't far behind, but they don't make you as engaged in the fight as Dragoon. So let's break it down. Constantly dodging his attacks feels very satisfying, and I especially love how you need to cling to the wall in order to dodge his waves of fire. Feels like you're using the environment to your advantage. Dragoon also uses moves in a set order sometimes, so if you can memorize that, the fight is almost always yours. Just hope that he doesn't juke you. You can even bring in the ride armor to the fight, which is so cool! If there was one thing that I would complain about, it's definitely the weakness. It sort of acts as a win button. All you do is shoot, walk to the other side, shoot again, rinse and repeat. It makes the boss less interesting. As for fighting him as Zero, without much equipment, he's a lot harder. Hell, he managed to piss me off, but not to a point where I hate him. He's still very reactable, but adapting to close-range combat kept messing me up. As for his weakness, the Raijengeki, it's much easier. You can focus a lot more on dodging instead of getting close to him, but that does not mean you can heavily rely on it like X's Double Cyclone. You have to use the Z-Saber as well, and when you find an opening, that's when Raijengeki comes into play. It honestly makes the fight more enjoyable. A couple more reasons why I love Magma Dragoon's fights so much is because of how his moveset heavily references Street Fighter. Come on, you gotta admit, Dragoon casually pulling out Hadokens and Shoryukens is so badass! The cutscene that plays after you defeat him is something that no other Maverick has ever done before. Dragoon expressing how he wanted to fight X and Zero is a little emotional. Is it dumb that he works for Sigma just for that? Yes. But I still appreciate what was being done here quite a bit. Well, this concludes the celebration. Before I go, I want to thank you all again for supporting this channel and making it grow throughout this whole year, and I hope throughout the rest of 2025 and the first half of 2026, I will keep entertaining you with numerous videos and posts. What was your favorite video from this year? Leave a comment down below, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to see more in the near future. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.